Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
Fantastic attendance. The teams will be stepping onto the pitch in just a moment.
The pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Everyone, let's give a warm welcome to our players as they take to the field. Manchester City are
It
lining
is
up as
a
follows.
monster matchup, Jim Beglin.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige them.
Number 3, Ruben Dias. Number 16, Rodro.
Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Doku. Plenty waiting in the middle. Chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
That's a shame, Peter. Such a great run, but he didn't have that clinical edge.
Ødegaard. Rice. Ødegaard. Saka. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Rice moves short. Ødegaard. It's anyone's ball now. Foden proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bernardo Silva. And here's Doku. Saliba attempts a clearance. That's not going far. Ødegaard. Saka. Foden. He's shifting through the gears here. Bernardo Silva. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Calafield, up he goes! Goal! Arsenal! The breakthrough strike!
Arsenal, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
After 1 minute is
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Lewis. Foden. And here's Haaland. Doku. Doku! That's come loose. Saka. Odegaard. Timber. Odegaard. Rice. Let's a look and place it forward. Now that's well seen too. And a chance!
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Gabriel. Moved on forwards. That looks a good ball through. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. Guardiola. Doku. Guardiola. Rodri. No way through, so back it comes.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Doku. Guardiola. Zubimendi. Saka. Rice. And here's Martinelli. And the shot! Foden. Shaki. Lewis. 8 forwards. Doku looking for a run-up. Doku is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Saka. Now it's Odegaard. Gabriel. And it's played forward. Odegaard knocks it out wide. Tries a deft little ball. Ruben Dias getting this one clear. Doku. Haaland. Foden played out to the left flank. Doku has it out wide and in space. So who's he picking out? Gabriel. Zubimendi. Odegaard. Ruben Dias. Foden. Rodri. Cherki. And here's Haaland. He is through here. And he shoots! And he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Odegaard. Timber. Odegaard. Saka. Martinelli. Looking here to chip it through. Rice. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's neat. Brilliantly cut out. Guardiola, gently done. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. Played into space. Foden. He is just caressing the ball. Time to deliver. Played out to the right. Ødegaard. Ødegaard forwards and with intent. Martinelli. It's Rice. Lovely feet. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. It's not taken him long. That's going to be a booking.
Was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the flight of the ball and deal with it well.
Gehi. Bernardo Silva. Ødegaard. Rice, head out towards the right wing. It's a mighty effort! Harmlessly behind. Time and again they are repelled. Saliba. Gabriel. Timber. Subimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Out towards the flank. It's a goal kick. Saliba shifted upfield. Calafiori. Foden. Short changes him with that pass. He is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Saves to saves! That was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rodri. Doku. Vardiol. Timber. Subimendi. Rice. Moved on forwards. Calafiori. Now that he's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Played out wide. In it comes. He's clearly asking too much with that. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rice. Calafiori. Rice, aim forwards, nicely intercepted. Saka. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's making a real surge on the left. He got himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he is going into that little black book. Pass has gone astray. Cherki. Caresses it through. It's a threatening ball. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. That's really well manoeuvred. Odegaard. Saka. Saka, that's good play.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Rice, Gabriel, Odegaard, Gabriel, gently done.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Martinelli, and he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Rice, and it's played forward. He's in a great position here. That's a fabulous ball. Ruben Dias, forwards and with intent. Now, what about a counter-attack? Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Odegaard. Saka. Calafiori. And here's Martinelli. Very nicely done. And it's Rice. Great chance! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
I think the defence deserves credit for the way they were quick to close him down.
That is lovely. Lewis. Rodri. And Bernardo Silva!
He almost got everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Odegaard. And it's played forward. Saka. And it's Rice. Out to the left it goes. Well read. And the danger is averted. Rice. Over to the left. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Bernardo Silva. Nice touch. There are a few waiting for it. Rodri. That's really well cleared. That's a throw. And it's Lewis. And here's Foden. Now it's Bernardo's. And the shots! Gets it away. And played for a throw. Doku. Now it's Rodri. Showing good feet. Can he deliver? Bernardo Silva. Saka. He's got away. Timber. That is good strength. And he cuts out the supply. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Rodri gets it clear. Moved on forwards. Cherki. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Martinelli. Clipped into space. Timber's cross. Oh, that's not going to find its target. Spread out to the left. Oh, perfectly measured that. Haaland. Doku. Bernardo Silva. And the shot! It's rather wayward. Ødegaard. Timber. Ødegaard. It's Timber. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Timber's cross. Tries a shot! Good effort first time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Going to be disappointed with that. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Rice. Saliba. Subimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. Lewis shifted upfield. Haaland. And here's Doku. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Doku. Nice control. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Doku. Now who's going to be first to this? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And it's Rice. It's hoisted clear. Guardiola aim forwards. Do have a chance to counter here. Out to the right. And back to the goalkeeper. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. Ødegaard played out towards the right wing. He's through here. And he's there to clear it. And the referee's awarded a free kick. Yehi. Guardiola. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Bernardo Silva. Haaland! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Saliba, gently done. Now it's Martinelli. Martinelli wins the duel this time. Out to the left it goes. Donnarumma, on ball by the goalkeeper. Doku. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And here's Doku. Played into the middle. Looking for a decent ball in. He can get that clear. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Face to face with the keeper. Over to the left. Martinelli. Oh, sweet feet. Tries to get it clear. Has a shot. It's in. 2-0 and in next to no time. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one.
After 10 minutes is number 7, Bukayo Saka.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Gehi shifted upfield. Rice has created one goal already. A disastrous start. 2 down in next to no time. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Up towards the front line. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Zubimendi.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
Well timed, excellent interception. Haaland! And he's picked out the run. Doku. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Rice with the clearance. Calafiori. Calafiori forwards and with intent. Gehi. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Rice. Saliba, aim forwards.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rice. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Arsenal have reclaimed it. Timber. Odegaard. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Foden. Foden has a look inside the box. Calafiori. Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. Oh, good spread. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Doku attempts a clearance. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard laid out to the left flank. And here's Ødegaard back into the middle. Now it's Martinelli, crossed in again. Donnarumma gets his gloves on it. Nice and calm. Doku. Muscular approach does pay off here. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Deftly away. And it's Lewis. Ødegaard spread out to the left. He has found the way through. Rodri. Moved on forwards. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Martinelli. Calafiori. Here's Saka, and it's played forward. Foden. That's really well made. Goes for a shot!
And he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Rice. Martinelli. Out to the left it goes. Calafiori. Oh, it's played into the area. Foden. Can he latch on to this? That is a brilliant interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Produces a cross. That has been knocked clear. And it's Bernardo Silva. He's gone for goal! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Bernardo Silva simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
a clearance, but not much of one. Driving on and making good progress. He's found a way through. Gehi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Bernardo Silva, and here's Haaland. Haaland! Missed by a fraction. Calafiori. Calafiori shifted upfield. Played out to the right. Timber gently down. Doku. Vardio. Bernardo Silva spread out to the left. Cherki. Rodri. Cherki. Rodri. Cherki. Lewis. That's very neat. Proves too strong. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
That's tidy. A chance to play it in. And it's Rice. Chance for a shot! And again the keeper stands strong. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Martinelli. Shoots! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
After 15 minutes is number 11, Gabriel Martinelli.
So the lead now is 2.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Can he get onto this? Referee's given a throw. Cherki. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva laid out to the left flank. Ødegaard. Gabriel. Gabriel goes forward. That's a nicely shaped ball. Nice interception, well timed. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland! Calafiori is there, and he can get that clear. Rodri. He's had a shot!
Rodri just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Gabriel, aim forwards. Lewis. Rodri. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Haaland. Over to the left. There's no flag. Keeper's got good distance on that. Calafiori cuts out the pass. Saka. Timber. Odegaard. Rice. And here's Haaland. Odegaard. Saka. Great defending, strong and determined. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Doku. Haaland is onto this. Jackie, can he finish? Oh, the ball's come loose here. Martinelli. And it's Rice. Saka. Now it's Odegaard. Timber. Timber's cross. Keeper's dealt with that.
Both reading it and dealing with it.
Timber. And that's aimed into the middle. Moved on forwards. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. And it's played forward. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lewis gets across to intercept that. Foden. Cherki. Vardio. Gehi. Vardio. Vardio forwards and with intent. Doku. Rodri. Doku. Hit into the middle. Calafiori. That's really well manoeuvred. Guardiola aim forwards. And here's Haaland. Chance here to counter. Calafiori shifted upfield. He's having a shot! Mighty close.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Calafiori does really well to win the ball there. Gabriel. Timber making good progress on the right-hand side. Saka, oh, good spread. Timber chips it through. Martinelli. Big chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Ødegaard. Gabriel, gently done. Thinks one through, chips it through. Great position. Saka! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Saka really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Foden. Rodri. And here's Haaland! He has kept it out somehow.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Ruben Dias. Gehi. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Gehi. Rodri. Bernardo Silva. Guardiola looks to get on the end of this. Rodri. Moved on forwards. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rodri played with finesse. Doku. There's the header! Not the best of headers.
We've all been there. Nothing will make him feel much better at the moment.
Haaland laid out to the left flank. He's cut it out. Ødegaard. And it's played forward. That has been cut short. Rodri. Cherki. Gehi aimed forwards. And it's Rodri. Cherki. And here's Foden. Hangs in across. Martinelli. That's been slipped through. Oh, such a clever touch. Nicely shaped cross. Silva. Gehi forwards and with intent. That's the throw. And it's Timber. Ødegaard. Played down the flank. Timber will try cutting inside here. Shot, surely! Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. Oh, that's nice. There are a few waiting for it. And here's Martinelli. Chooses to go back. Lewis. Zubimendi. And here's Saka. Ødegaard. Good ball, good take. Turns and goes back. And they've got rid. Guardiola gently done. It's a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Moved on forwards. Haaland. Saliba. Saka, and it's lofted through here. They've got a corner here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's Timber. There's the shot!
Well, he overcooked that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
It's a little off target. Zubimendi. Saka is onto it in a flash. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Well read, nice interception. Timber. Zubimendi. Rice. That's really well manoeuvred. It looked as real chance! It's a loose ball. Danger averted for now. And here's Saka. Saka drives, heads a shot! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. Arsenal grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Doku. Guardiol. Interception. His positioning was spot on. Ødegaard. Now it's Saka. Out to the right. And it's Timber. And the finish! He's kept it out just. Rice. Zubimendi. Cherki. Rodri. Cherki. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's played forward. And here's Haaland. And he has been fouled there. Cherki! And the ball's come loose here. And can he finish it? Extraordinary.
I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Timber. Calafiori. Calafiori. He's going to run down the left wing. Chance! But fluffed his line. Cherki. Good take, and is he in? Shot a goal! And it's Bernardo Silva. Cross to the back post. Saka. Martinelli. And here's Saka. Saka played out towards the right wing. Can he finish? He's going over the top. Lovely bit of skill. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. And it's Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. That's tidy. Doku, here comes the cross. Saliba gets it away. It's run loose here. Calafiori. Played through for the wide man. It's came by Gehi, driven forward, calmly anticipates. Odegaard. Spread out to the left. That's good play. Plenty to aim at here. Foden. He's in plenty of space here. Jackie. Foden. Jackie. Now it's Foden. That's very neat. Foden! He scored! Brilliant reach! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Manchester City. After 24 minutes is number 47, Phil Foden.
So is this the start of a comeback? Saliba. Martinelli. Saliba. Oh, can he get onto this? Gehi. Ruben Dias. Cherki, Rodri, Doku. Quality ball. Gabriel cuts it out. Timber. Gabriel, that's a sharp pass. Vardiol, aim forwards. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Calafiori, gently done. Rice. Gabriel, played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Calafiori. Rice. Odegaard. Saka. Oh, a delicate chip through. Decent chance! That was very necessary.
I tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake today.
Moved on forwards. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Timber did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That is lovely. That's going to go a long way. Doku, gently done. Calafiori. Looks to the other side. It's Timber. Crossed into the box. And that has been cleared. Strong running down that left flank. Oh, what a ball! Martinelli opts to play it back. Cleared without complication. over the line. Foden. Ruben Dias. Cherki. Lewis, nicely aimed pass. That is a little undercooked. Odegaard. Rice. Odegaard. Shot! Surely! Keeper's done ever so well.
Rice really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rice plays it short. Lovely feet. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Gets good distance on it. Rice. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rodri. Lewis. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Calafiori gets over and intercepts. Subimendi. Saka knocks it out wide. Decent chance! Relief it, just needed better contact.
Such good technique as well, that was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Foden, that's a delicate pass. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Bernardo Silva. That's a nicely weighted pass. And they can counter here. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Succumbs to the pressure.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Ruben Dias. Lewis. Foden. Gabriel makes Haaland with the foul. Rice. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Guardiola. Bernardo Silva forwards and with intent. Guardiola. And he's got his cross in. Oh, he's asking too much with that. Odegaard. Clearly not happy with that. Now it's Martinelli. Martinelli puts them all in. And it's Rodri. Cherki. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Haaland. Rodri. Played back in. that's well done, really robust. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, for me, Peter, I think it's all too pedestrian and slow. They need a large injection of purpose now.
And here's Martinelli. Now it's Martinelli. Very nicely done. Climbs up big! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Doku. Ruben Dias, aim forwards. Calafiori have it back and can go again. Foden in acres of space out wide. That's well seen too. And here's Haaland. Rodri. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's neat. Foden. Foden! That could have been some goal.
That was really positive from him. He was far too good for those defenders and nearly scored a cracker.
Saliba shifted upfield, and it's played forward. Martinelli, he's shifting through the gears here. Martinelli is fouled. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. For a goal kick. Rice. Gabriel. Odegaard. Timber. Odegaard gently done. Over to the left. He's in space and looking for options. That was asking just too much of it. That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. Lewis. Rodri. Moved on forwards. And he cuts out the supply. Saka. Saka! Oh, denied brilliantly!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Here's Doku. Vardiol, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Looking for a decent ball in. And it's Bernardo Silva. Out to the left it goes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Timber. Well, they're not going to make any further progress now. Lewis. Foden. Out to the right. Foden. Played in by Foden. Defending of the desperate variety. And claimed it back swiftly. And here's Doku. And here's Doku. Doku tries across. And that has been cleared. Played it again. Saliba attempts a clearance. Saka shifted upfield. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Searching pass he's played there. Saliba. And it's played forward. Now it's Martinelli. Saka. Odegaard, cross goes in there, tries to get it clear. Rodri, Martinelli, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Lewis, Foden, well timed, excellent interception. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the... Haaland!
The big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt. And here we are, early stages. He struck once, and he looks hungry for more. Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
So, a breakthrough already. Odegaard. Saliba. Rice. Zubimendi. Gabriel. Odegaard. Ruben Dias gets it away. Shapes to shoot! The ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. And that has been clubbed away. Calafiori. Zubimendi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Doku. Now it's Foden. Oh, just skips past his man. Saka. Gabriel. Saka. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Zubimendi. Saliba. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Foden. Have it back. And can go. Haaland! Somehow it stayed out. Saliba, played out towards the right wing. Timber. Timber's cross. Ooh, delicate chip through. No luck with that dink over the top. Doku on a charge down the left. Zubimendi. And he cuts out the supply. Lewis. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, this is a great position. Haaland! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Zubimendi. Gabriel. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Saka. Martin. Decent chance! Terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And they've got rid. Cherki. Bernardo Silva, and here's Haaland, now it's Doku. And here's Foden, the pressing's intense, and it's paid off. The referee's awarded a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Is good defending. It's been repelled. Now who's going to be first to this? Martinelli. Saka. Oh, red. Nice interception. Now it's Doku. Now it's Foden. And he's managed to get free. Now then, the ball's come loose. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a nicely weighted pass. Takes a shot! This time, surely! It really should have been made to pay. been taken short. Played in deep. And it's hoisted clear. Oh, cracking ball. And that's been won straight back. He's in a good position here. Haaland. Can he spark a counter here? Saka. 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 And here's... goes for a shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
And it's Bernardo Silva.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Odegaard. Saliba. Forwards and with intent. Gabriel shifted upfield. Gehi gets it away. Odegaard. Rice. That's a clever-looking ball. Plays it across. Rice. Saka! And that certainly packed a punch. Foden. Lewis. Foden. Odegaard. Gabriel. Odegaard. Timber. Oh, they could be caught out here. In by Saka. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. And that's a throw. Saka. And it's Timber. Odegaard. Oh, nice touch. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. A real chance! Rice. Odegaard. And he shoots! Zubimendi. Saka. Guardiola gently done. Doku going full steam ahead down the left flank. Doku. He's had a shot! Oh, it was a decent attempt in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Moved on forwards. Martinelli. Calafiori. That's a good run down the left. Played in. Nice interception, well timed. Bernardo Silva. Played out to the right. Saliba. Rice. Played over towards the opposite flank. And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, he's been flattened there. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Not a twitch, not a blink.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Goal for Arsenal. After 5 minutes is number 14, Victor Gaio-Keres.
Arsenal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Doku. Haaland. Tries a shot! That was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Calafiori can get it clear. Strong running down that left flank. That has been cut short. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Foden. Cherki, and here's Haaland. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Foden, and here's Haaland. Haaland! Fine stop from the keeper.
Haaland is offering a right smile there.
That's tidy. Can he deliver? Doku. Doku puts the ball in. Oh, shooting chance! Calafiori. Rice. Proves too strong. Bernardo Silva. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Zubimendi, and it's played forward. Saka, he's through here. Timber, up he goes! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete.
Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
Arsenal. After 6 minutes is number 14, Victor Gaio-Keres.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Gabriel. Saliba shifted upfield. Saka. Nice physical challenge.
Vardio. Ruben Dias.
Gehi. Lewis.
Foden.
Zubimendi did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Well timed, excellent interception.
Cherki. Foden.
Lewis. Saliba. Calafiori. Calafiori, gently done. Calmly anticipates. And it's Ødegaard. Rice, that's a delicate pass. Calafiori, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva tries a deft little ball. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Raya, long ball by the goalkeeper. Succumbs to the pressure. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And out it comes again. Played towards the other side. Doku is onto it in a flash. Doku. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Saka. Ødegaard. Zubimendi. Rice. Moved on forwards. Gehi cuts it out. Lewis. Aim forwards. Foden. Cherki. And here's Haaland. Now it's Doku. And it's Rodri. We expected better, and so did he. Rice laid out to the left flank. Calafiori. Martinelli providing an outlet on that flank. There are a few waiting for it. Get a throw in. And a shot!
Must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Rice plays it short. Oh, what a climb! That was clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
They've played it short. Saka, he's found a way through. And the ball's come loose here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Vicious ball here. Doku. Vardiol. Oh, that's neat. He's got away. Plenty waiting in the middle.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Played into the... Oh, smashing header! The best of headers. Played. That has snuffed out the danger. Saliba. Timber. Saliba. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Spread out to the left. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Cherki, Foden, Doku! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Doku really isn't likely to reflect kindly on that. He doesn't need to be told. He knows.
Cherki, Bernardo Silva, Cherki, Saka, Doku, Guardiola, looking here to chip it through, cleared away. And it's Lewis, Bernardo Silva, Zubimendi does really well to win the ball there. Saka. Ødegaard. Martinelli. Ødegaard. Ødegaard forwards and with intent. Calafiori. Oh, such a clever touch. Can he finish? Oh, that is rather wayward. Doku chips it through, and he's heaved it away. Lovely bit of skill. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Gabriel attempts a clearance. Doku. Now it's Doku. Time to deliver. Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Doku. So who's he picking out? He's well. There's the shot!
touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Game for Manchester City. After 10 minutes is number 9, Erling Haaland.
This is quite a battle.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Saka. It's a promising run he's making on the right. Showing good feet. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, that is a good... Odegaard! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Rice goes short. And it's Odegaard. And here's Saka. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Foden. Lewis shifted upfield. Zubimendi. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Saka.
Arsenal, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Lewis. Forward it goes. Gabriel cuts out the pass. Calafiori. Moved on forwards. Gehi gets over and intercepts. That's really well manoeuvred. Lewis has played it long. And here's Haaland. Cherki. Calafiori. That's a throw. And here's Martinelli. Saka. Saka! Cross to the back post. Martinelli. And a chance! Doku aim forwards. Foot in. Martinelli. He's going to be disappointed with that. Cherki. Saka. This might spell danger. It's run loose here. And here's Martinelli. Oh, that's Saka! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Foden. Doku. Out to the left it goes. Cross climbs up big! The keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Saka, out to the right. And it's Ødegaard. Here's a shot! Lewis. Cherki. Ødegaard. Saliba. Rice. Martinelli. Calafiori. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli could try cutting inside here. Guardiola clears it away. Lewis. Foden. Foden has a look inside the box. A chance to play it in. That's crossed into the middle. Gabriel is there and he can get at Bernardo Silva! He slings it in. That has been knocked clear. It's gone for a throw-in. Calafiori makes the interception. And it's Rodri. And it's hoisted clear. Timber. Gabriel, early ball out from the back. Cherki. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Lewis. Foden opts to play it back. Great defending, strong and determined. Martinelli. Now it's Rice. Saka. Ødegaard. Saka. Ødegaard. Rice. Ødegaard. Oh, that's a nice ball. Now it's Saka. Can he finish? It's anyone's ball now.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake today.
Bernardo Silva. Foden. And that is as far as they're going to go. Martinelli. Can he latch on to this? Cross deflected behind for a corner. Cleared away. Calafiori. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Ruben Dias. Doku. And it's Bernardo Silva. Oh, it's come loose. Clipped into space. Calafiori getting this one clear. And it's played forward. Saka. Nicely intercepted. Donnarumma sends that a long way. Saka. Bernardo Silva. Quarter of an hour played. Well, this is certainly not boring. What a great game we've got here. Odegaard. Calafiori, gently done. Foden. Back into the middle. Well, that's well seen too. And it's Rice. Calafiori looking to run onto it. Now who's going to be first to this? Ball comes in. Arsenal have a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Rodri is there, and he can get that clear. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Doku. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Odegaard. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Gabriel shifted upfield. Yehi. Lewis. Yehi forwards and with intent. He's shifting through the gears here. Swings in a mighty effort.
Haaland could easily have kept that down. He shouldn't have brought the crossbar into play.
Rice. Saliba. Gabriel. That's really well manoeuvred. Guardiola. Doku. And here's Bernardo Silva. Timber wins the duel this time. Rice. Martinelli tries to dink it through. Donnarumma claims comfort. And here's Martinelli. Clearly not happy with that. Now then, the ball's come loose. Danger averted for now. Saka! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Martinelli. And here's Saka. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Jerky. Now this could be a chance. Bernardo Silva. Oh, he's found him in space. Lovely feet. Foden! And picked out by the most elastic of plays.
Foden clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Moved on forwards. Ruben Dias, Rodri, Foden, now it's Doku. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gabriel. Rice. Calafiori, aim forwards. Done delicately. Martinelli. Gehi. Lewis. Foden. Cherki. And it's played forward. Rice. Martinelli. Good play on the left-hand side here. Now, what about this cross? Foden. Cherki. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Martinelli, gently done. Face to face with the keeper. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Doku. Doku goes hurtling down that left-hand side. And that's played in low. Moved on forwards. Calafiori. Martinelli. Calafiori. And here's Martinelli. Now it's Martinelli. Oh, that's nice. Real chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Doku gets it away. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard forwards and with intent. Calafiori makes the interception. Zubimendi. Timber. Saka. Timber. That's really well manoeuvred. Bernardo Silva. Guardiol. Fired deep to... Oh, what a play! That's going to go a long way. And it's Lewis. Now it's Foden. Nice control. Hit into the middle. And the finish! Julie reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew what the goal would be and where he needed to put himself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Martinelli, over to the left. Calafiori, oh, it's played into the area. And here's Saka. Timbers cross. Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Doku. Bernardo Silva calmly anticipates. Zubimendi. Saliba. Driven forward. Saka looks to get on the end of this. He's through, now is he in? Played out to the right. Dealt with nicely by the defence. He's got out of play. Great defending, strong and determined. Aim forwards. Haaland. Saliba, forwards and with intent. Martinelli. Well-timed, excellent interception. Martinelli is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Gabriel moved on forwards. It's Timber. Bernardo Silva does really well to win the ball there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He's gone direct. It's a loose ball. Timbers cross. That'll be a corner. And that has been cleared. Arsenal given another corner. Rice with the short one. That's good play. Looking for a decent ball in. Zubimendi. Haaland. Saka. He's got space chance!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And it's been taken short. Oh, it's come loose. Calafiori. And it's Rice. Tries to cross. Shoots! It's off target and by quite a way. Cherky. Oh, good spread. Foden. Looking to go deep. Climbs up big!
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Saliba, gently done. Martinelli. Calafiori. Martinelli. Crossed into the box. And it's hoisted clear. Foden. Lewis. Cherky. And here's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva played with finesse. Keeper's got good distance on that. Doku. Played out to the right. Foden. Played in by... Shot at goal! Probably deserved better.
It was a really neat move, Peter, and it had a slickness about it to make it look as if it's been well rehearsed in training.
Timber. Saka. Rice. That's good vision. Chance for a shot! Oh, sweet finish! Such a sweet finish! He's got himself an absolute peach.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Lewis. Up he goes! Saliba. Calafiori. Odegaard. Calafiori. And here's Saka. Bernardo Silva, who does have an assist to his name. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Haaland! That is superb goalkeeping.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Martinelli. And here's Martinelli. Martinelli! Martinelli! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Martinelli is offering a right smile there.
Rice goes short. And that's aimed into the middle. And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Rodri gets it away. This looks promising. And it's Odegaard. Zubimendi. Rodri can get it clear. Foden shifted upfield. Ruben Dias cuts out the pass. Vardiol. Foden. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Cherki, Foden. Haaland is flagged offside. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Calafiori. And it's played forward. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Cherki. Lewis. And here's Foden. Rodri. Doku. And here's Haaland. Haaland! That was a brilliant save.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cherki. Lofted in. Zubimendi with the clearance. And claimed it back swiftly. Out to the right. Rodri. Doku! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Saliba shifted upfield. And it's Timber. Timber carries the ball down the right. Well, that is asking for... He's having a shot! Gahey clears it away. Lewis. Rodri forwards and with intent. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Good determined running there, but put back by the defence.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Subimendi. Saka, now he's off and running. Timber. Bernardo Silva, gently done. Now it's Doku. He is through here. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Picks it up out wide. Oh, smashing hit! Oh, he's got that completely wrong. Calafiori, aim forwards. The most accurate pass. Lewis. That's really well manoeuvred. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the task, Peter, did he?
Moved on forwards, played out to the right. Great defending, strong and determined. Raya sends that a long way. Foden. Bernardo, and the shot! Oh, they could be caught out here. Foden.
Deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Going to Manchester City. After 25 minutes. Number 47. Phil Foden.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Saliba, gently done. And here's Martinelli. Now it's Saka. And that's a... Saka! Arsenal have reclaimed it. And here's Saka! Doku. Doku forwards and with intent. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Calafiori gets it away. And here's Foden. That's come loose. Now it's Martinelli. Rice. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Ruben Diaz. Ruben Diaz. Played up towards the front line. Odegaard. Saka. Martinelli. Zubimendi. Odegaard. Aim forwards. Gehi too strong for his opponent there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva. Rice. Martinelli. Calafiori. Now it's Martinelli. And here's Martinelli. Saka. Saka played out to the left flank. He whips it across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Foden. And the counter is on. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Martinelli. Out to the left it goes. And that's been well dealt with. Bernardo Silva. Martinelli. Saka. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. And the shot! In he goes again! No mistake!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
Donnarumma, some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Number 11, Gabriel Martinelli.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Foden. He is just caressing the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Zubimendi. Gabriel, he's gone direct here. Gehi. Foden. Saliba. The pass is intercepted. Haaland! Into the lead once more. Well, there was to be no other outcome. And that means just one thing. Match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
After 28 minutes, number 9, Erling Haaland.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Martinelli. Martinelli. Rice. And that is out of play. Aimed in towards the centre. Defending of the desperate variety. Bernardo Silva spread out to the left. And it's Bernardo Silva. Fadio. Quality ball. He's in space and looking for options. That's very neat. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Timber with the clearance. And here's Bernardo Silva. Doku. Oh, lovely. Doku! Ball's come loose here. Rice. Martinelli. Calafiori. Muscular approach does pay off here. Rodri looks to the other side. Gabriel. Rice. Oh, easy pickings there. Fadio. Doku. And it's Bernardo Silva. Rodri. Now he's got space here. Timber gets it away. Cross goes in there. Tries to get it clear. Doku wins the duel this time. Up he goes! Oh, he didn't quite beat it right. Rice. And it's played forward. Saka. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Saka is fouled. And he's going direct. Brilliant! A finish right from the top draw. What remarkable powers of recovery. Oh, that is a bit special.
Goal for Arsenal. After 30 minutes is number 41. Declan Rice.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And he thumps it clear. It's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cherki. Foden. Gabriel gets rid without sophistication. Rice. Calafiori. And he welcomes it in. Martinelli. Plenty waiting in the middle. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Doku. Decent progress down the left. Guardiol. Haaland. It's a loose ball. Time to deliver. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, what a just off target.
Cherki is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very clear.
Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias, gently done. Gehi does really well to win the ball there. Rice, played out to the left flank. Great chance! Goal! Arsenal! Back where they want to be! That is simply top draw. Beautifully served up and deliciously finished.
Oh look, there's always a bit more satisfaction in executing a first-time volley, and he'll be buzzing inside after that.
31 minutes is number 7, Bukayo Saka.
Arsenal take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, can he get onto this? Timber gets over and intercepts. Gabriel. Martinelli. Over to the left. Played back in. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Ødegaard forwards and with intent. And here's Saka. Saka played out towards the right wing. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And reclaimed it in a trice. Cherki, out to the left it goes. He has found a way through. And that's a dangerous ball. Timber. Saka. Gabriel. Moved on forwards. Guardiol. And here's Doku. Doku in acres of space out wide. Doku. That's an excellent interception. That pass has been well intercepted. There are a few waiting for it. Doku. Very nicely done. Chance, surely! A real chance and a real let-off.
Bernardo Silva probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
Saliba shifted upfield. Saka looks to get on the end of this. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Odegaard. Rice is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Foden. Guardiol. That's been repelled. He's still got it, needs help. Jackie! Split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Gabriel with the clearance. Calafiori. Martinelli. Calafiori. Can he deliver? Good ball, good take. And here's Martinelli! Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind. That is lovely. Haaland, oh, good spread. Haaland, out to the right. Lewis tries a cross. And here's Foden. Foden heading out towards the right wing. Zubimendi gets good distance on it. Martinelli does well to get it back. Calafiori. He's onto it in a flash. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That has found him in acres of space. Receives it in a good position here. That has been knocked clear. It's Bernardo Silva. Timber wins the duel this time. Oh, sweet feet. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Chucky! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And it's hoisted clear. Doku gets into a good position. So who's he picking out? Bernardo Silva. It's anyone's ball now. And here's Bernardo Silva. Chucky. Chucky!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Saliba, aim forwards. Odegaard. Ruben Dias. Cardio. Doku. Bernardo Silva knocks it out wide. Now it's Doku. That's very neat. Chucky. Gets it away. Bernardo Silva. Gehi. Lewis. Cardio. Bernardo Silva. Gehi. Rodri. And it's played forward. Gabriel. Subimendi. Rice. Saka. Doku caresses it through. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Doku is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Gehi. Bernardo Silva. Cardio. Ruben Dias, aim forwards. Odegaard. Rice. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Bernardo Silva. Foden. Now it's Foden. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Odegaard. Calafiori. Out towards the flank. The ball is loose and the chase is on. They're Some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cherki. Ruben Diaz, gently done. Cherki. Oh, what a Doku! That was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
That's really well manoeuvred. Martinelli. Calafiori. Well, that's a good run down the left. And here's Martinelli. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Yeah, he's offering an apology for that. He needed to deliver a better ball. Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Moved on forwards. Ødegaard. Calafiori. Rice. Saliba. Forwards and with intent. Martinelli. Gehi attempts a clearance. Rice shifted upfield. Foden. It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Lewis. Cherki. It's really well manoeuvred. Saka. Martinelli. Saka. It's a goal kick. Rice. Gabriel. Ødegaard. Up towards the front line. Calafiori. And he'll shoot here! Chooses to go back. Chance for a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
And it's Ødegaard. Rice, now here's the delivery. Haaland. Doku. Haaland. Saka.
Saka, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Gabriel gets across to intercept that. Gabriel forwards and with intent. Gabriel gently done. Martinelli. Calafiori. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Lewis. Aim forwards. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's played forward. Martinelli! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And the 38 minutes is
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done.
Martinelli.
Arsenal go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Saliba. Rice. Gabriel. Subimendi. Saka. Timber. Bernardo Silva did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Lewis. Foden. That's good play. And here's Doku. Bernardo Silva, probing pass. Odegaard. Subimendi. Moved on forwards. Rice, and it's played forward. It's Timber. That's tidy. And here's Saka. Rice. Odegaard. Oh, great chance! It's best to keep it in play here. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. He's clearly asking too much with that. Lewis. Gehi gently done. Subimendi, aim forwards. Gehi. Ruben Dias. Rodri. Odegaard. Saka. No, it's Saka. Vardiol. And here's Saka. And here's Saka. Rodri. Played out to the right. Lewis. Cherki. Subimendi, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Calafiori. That's really well manoeuvred. And he cuts out the supply. Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Saka, out to the right. Showing good feet. Saka, now it's Odegaard. Aimed in towards the centre. Gehi tries to clear. And the finish! Keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
After 41 minutes is number 8, Martin Odegaard.
Arsenal blast themselves into a 3-goal lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Calafiori shifted upfield. Martinelli. Bernardo Silva. Cherki. Lewis, it's a sharp pass. Cleared away. And that's been won straight back. Lewis looking to hit the byline here. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Tries to get it clear. Oh, great play! And a chance! Gets his head on it! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Odegaard. Saka. Martinelli. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Haaland, oh, good spread. That is a little undercooked. Odegaard. Timber. Zubimendi. Martinelli. Fadio. Doku. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Saka. Cherki. And it's Lewis. Calafiori cuts it out. Rice. Rice forwards and with intent. Foden. Lewis. Cherki. Lewis. And here's Foden. Tries a measured ball. Timber getting this one clear. Subimendi. Saliba shifted upfield. Nicely intercepted. That's really well manoeuvred. Haaland played out to the left flank. And it's Bernardo Silva. Deftly away. Guardiol, and that's aimed into the middle. Doku. Cherki. Lewis. The ball goes in. Gabriel clears it away. Rodri. Cherki! For sure, that was not one of his best.
How about that touch, Peter? I mean, that was brilliant. He got the ball to go exactly where he wanted it. The touch was perfection, the finish imperfection.
Moved on forwards. Saka chasing after it. Oh, well measured. He's got to be in here. Martinelli! Foden. It's one through. Subimendi. Martinelli. Gabriel. Subimendi. Ødegaard. And it's played forward. Doku. Rodri. Doku. That is a brilliant interception. Foden, and here's Haaland. Haaland, and he has been fouled there.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Cherki! That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
David Manchester City. After 44 minutes is number 10.
So is this the start of a comeback? Subimendi. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Nice looking ball. Rice. Timber. Ødegaard. Martinelli. Martinelli. Goes for a shot! Guardiol gets it clear. Ødegaard. That has been cut short. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Haaland. Well read, nice interception. Timber. Martinelli. Oh, that's neat. Rice. Out for a throw. Shot a goal!
Simply had to do better than that. He blew a great chance for me.
Cherki. Rodri. Vardiol. Doku. Gabriel. Timber. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Lewis, aim forwards. He's found a way through. Lovely bit of skill. Gabriel. Timber. Ødegaard. Ødegaard gently done. Martinelli! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Over to the left. Bernardo Silva. Rodri played out towards the right wing. Cherki. And here's Haaland. Haaland! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Could be danger here. Bernardo Silva. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. It's out of play for a goal kick. Saka. Timber. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Martinelli. Doku. Now it's Haaland. Foden. Ah, such a clever touch. Moved on forwards. Calafiori. Saka. Spread out to the left. Lovely feet. Plenty waiting in the middle. Cleared away. And the shot! Cleared without complication. He's shifting through the gears here. Foden, played into the middle. Gabriel tries to clear. Cherki, and here's Haaland. Haaland! Chance again. No.
Just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Calafiori, forwards and with intent. And it's Rice. No way. Saka! It's a loose. Oh, they could be caught out here. Martinelli. Oh, good ball. He's having a shot! He has kept it out somehow.
Rice clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cherky. Now who's going to be first to this? And it's Rice. It could be in here. Out to the left it goes. It'll be a throw. Cherky. Ruben Diaz. Bernardo Silva. Yehi. And it's played forward. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Foden. And here's Haaland. Rice. It's an imaginative pass. Now it's Martinelli. Rice. Saka. Tries a deft little ball. Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. Doku tries to dink it through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. Odegaard. Gabriel. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Bernardo Silva. Vardiol. Doku. Vardiol. Caresses it through. Doku. A chance to play it in. Saliba shifted upfield. Lewis. Foden. Lewis. Cherky. Lewis. Oh, that's nice. Gabriel can get it clear. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Keeper's got good distance on that. Martinelli have it back and can go again. Calafiori. Proves too strong. Rodri. Lewis. Aim forwards. Cherky. It's really well cleared. Saliba. Rice. Odegaard. Gabriel. Timber. Ruben Dias. And it's played forward. Gehi gently done. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Calafiori. Moved on forwards. And the keeper has it. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Dias. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Gabriel. Odegaard. Timber. Rodri. Now it's Saka. Timber. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, it's nice and simple for the keeper. Vardio. Doku. Rodri, forwards and with intent. Foden. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Martinelli. Zubimendi. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's been played through. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Calafiori. Calafiori looking for a runner. It's run loose here. Gehi herring after the ball here. And here's Martinelli. Can he latch on to this? Now it's Martinelli. Nice control. Well, they could break here. Great ball if he can get there. He's got away. It's out for a goal kick. Rice. Calafiori shifted upfield. Saka over to the left. Rodri getting this one clear. Looking for a decent ball in. Martinelli shapes to shoot. And they caught rid. Bernardo Silva. Doku. Lobbed in behind. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ball swung in. That has been knocked clear. Calafiori attempts a clearance. And that'll be the final action of the first half.
This is a message for Tyler Berry. That's Tyler Berry. Can you please make yourself known to the nearest steward? Thank you.